This episode of Unscripted is brought to you by Dubby. Dubby is an energy drink that doesn't cause any jitters and gives you a bunch of energy to get all your gaming done, and it energizes me to do Unscripted. So use code Krooked Does Stuff at dubby.gg and you'll get your own Dubby for 10% off, and you can also find a link in the description down below. So thank you, Dubby, for sponsoring this episode, and here's Unscripted. Hello, everyone. I am Krooked, and I do stuff, and this is Unscripted, the series where I take in completely unscripted-looking games and give it a 1 through 10 rating. Today, we are playing We're Back, a Dinosaur story. Back in the early 90s, 1993 to be exact, there's a movie that came out where dinosaurs came back, and honestly, I loved this movie as a kid. One of my favorite movies. Nowadays, I haven't watched We're Back in a while. I think the last time I watched it, I was, like 16 or 17. It was on Netflix before Netflix had, like, original content. It was all just, like, other people's movies. I may have even gotten it from, like, the DVD service of Netflix, which doesn't even exist anymore. They shut that down about a month ago. So, yeah, just to give you an example of how long it's been, wow. So, being an early Super Nintendo game, this is really, really basic. Why do light bulbs hurt? Dumb. Okay. So... early Super Nintendo game. We've established that. In terms of graphics, oh, what? I can climb buildings? Not well, apparently. Jeez. Wow, these are controls. That's for sure. Wow. Okay, so so far everything in this game is very... oh, okay. Can I run if I hold Y? Okay, I can run if I hold Y. That should help me. I can get other things. Okay. So you have to build up your runs. That makes sense. Not really. Well, okay, it does. To a degree. Okay, I'm gonna try to run and jump over that. Yeah! Okay, that didn't work. I could just eat him. So, We're Back was a story about, basically, take Jurassic Park, but make it less raw, scary dinosaurs and more of, like, John Goodman as a T-Rex. I think is the easiest way to describe what this game did. Or not game, this movie did. So, with this, yeah, you had dinosaurs. They came back, they had a kid that they were friends with, and that's basically the story of this entire thing. So, can I not? Okay. Can I at least climb this building? Okay. Yeah, I can climb the building. So, back in the day, they made games based off of every franchise they could possibly imagine, and this is another one of them that got a game. I think they might have been hoping they would do better, but if I remember right, it kind of bombed at the box office. And people didn't really like it. Again, I loved it as a kid. One of my favorite movies as a kid. But I can understand why people wouldn't have liked it. It didn't have the strongest plot, and at one point it becomes like basically a horror movie. But it's still a fun time, I think. If you haven't seen it, you should go watch it just to be like, wow, what is Krooked talking about in this? So, getting to the game, it has controls, and I suppose they work well enough. When I jump, it responds pretty well. The running is kind of not responsive, and once you're in the air for jumping, it doesn't do very well. Like moving after you jump in the air is really not good. My character's hitbox is insane, and we just have basically like Danny DeVito walking around as an enemy. So I don't know if that's really a good thing to have, because it's basically just Danny DeVito. He's walking around with his belly out, and he's wearing a shirt, and he's a bad guy because of that. Okay. The controls are meh. Graphics wise, the characters look like the characters from the movie. I'm not sure why we have Danny DeVito as a villain. And I'm not sure why it has Sonic Springs. That's an odd design choice, in my opinion. Okay. Oh, I have a tail attack now. Oh, and I can, I guess, summon other dinos by hitting select. Okay. Oh, and I can jump on things? Okay. That makes controls a little bit better. Graphics-wise, though, this is a very, very, very basic game. There's nothing special to be said about the graphics at all. As a matter of fact, I would say the graphics are really, really weak, considering the movie... I might be wrong, but I think it's a Don Bluth film, so... Look at, like, the Disney stuff and match it, if not improve on it, and you have a Don Bluth movie. And for this to look not anything like that, that's really disappointing. Like, I would have loved to see this be in all of its glory and beauty with being the movie that it is. And yeah, just the fact that I said it might be Don Bluth, that's a reason why you should go check it out, honestly. So graphics are pretty bad. They look very basic. It's clearly an early Super Nintendo game. Sound-wise, the soundtrack is grating on me. It's kind of upbeat and fun and like, but how long are you gonna be able to deal with that soundtrack before you're like, why? The enemies make a very, very basic noise when they're hit, doing any sort of an attack. Oh god, it's the same song on every level. Oh god, he has a gun! He just shot at me! This is a kid's game! Oh, you can drop down through platforms, so I mean, that's cool. Don't touch electrical wires, that's a way to get hurt. Okay, so Danny DeVito can walk around on the subway track, be perfectly fine. I lost my tail whip. I don't have that anymore. So that's punishing, like really punishing for a game that's not anything special and you can't see half the screen. Then there's like spiders, because a spider is a danger to a dinosaur. Okay, I collect the light bulbs to get attacks. Okay. So sound-wise, sound is not great either. Gosh, there's not much else to say about this game. It has some things that do look very, very good. Most of it does not look good at all. Like, at all. This game looks meh. It sounds pretty meh. The controls are meh. Overall, Wow. My hitbox again. Nonsense. So, knowing all that I know about this game now, jeez. I honestly don't think that I could recommend this to anyone. It's not very good. The movie, go check it out because it's worth doing it. But in terms of a score, this game's getting like a 3 out of 10. I don't think anyone should get it. I don't think you'd enjoy it very much. It has the World Trade Centers in the background, so that's kind of cool. But other than that, skip it. Find basically any other game. You're going to have a better time. But what? Cool. Power pellets. Awesome. I can throw a temper tantrum now. Only once. And then I'm back to tail whipping. So, comment down below. Let me know if you've seen We're Back and what you thought of the movie. Like this video if you enjoyed what you saw. Hit that subscribe button so that way you never miss out on an episode of Unscripted. And hit that notification bell so that way you'll be notified whenever a new episode of Unscripted does come out. Other than that, I do want to thank you for watching Unscripted, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye!